Let me tell you a story about my Lord, Shiva. So, I'm a white girl in land far, far away from India. Not really. The only thing I did know about Shiva was that it was this statue in front of CERN and it had a bad connotation. So anyway, not a not a god that I studied or had learned anything about at all. And when he saved me, what happened was I was in the void, and I came into Lord Shiva's meditation. So when that's in the stillness, and the stillness is in the void, okay? So when I was inside Lord Shiva's meditation, many things were sort of shown to me. They're like holograms. So it was sort of like I wasn't really having a vision, like in the sense of when I do have a vision, but and it wasn't an insight in the way that I have an insight, but it was still an experience. And it was really strange because at first I thought he was my father, like as in God is your father. And that's how it began and I thought that it was that. And then, of course, after that experience, I had dreams. And look, I have never been more loved. And I learned about his story of when he was alive. Like Jesus was a man, and Lord Shiva was Erlang Shen. So he wasn't Indian. He was actually Chinese, and you can look him up, Erlang Shen, and you'll see his third eye. He's the only guy in the world that's ever had one. So we know that it's Lord Shiva. Shiv, is a Hebrew word meaning mourning, the grieving period. And and of course that's why he came to me, because I was in a deep state of grief at the time. And anyway, it was Lord Shiva that gave me my spiritual name. Well, he called me by my spiritual name, let's just say that. And I didn't know what that was either, so I had to study. I had to do so much studying. And our relationship developed through him singing songs to me and me finally catching on. So it's like a song plays in my head, and then I look up the lyrics, or I just only use the words that he gave, depends. And there's a meaning, and he's telling me, revealing something to me, and it always turns out to be true. So as the time has progressed, I've learned that I fully trust him, honest. So what happens is, when I was in deep grief, I sort of collapsed. And when I collapsed, I fell into the void. And when I fell into the void, I fell into him. You know what I'm saying? It's a very interesting process. And so I can lean on him anytime I feel like it, whenever I want. I can talk to him whenever I want. He's always talking to me. And he's extremely loving. I've learned who I am to him. I've learned who he is to me. And I have written an incredible story about his whole life. And And we absolutely have a relationship that is completely genuine, heartfelt, and probably more real than any other relationship that I've had in this life.